Hello, friends and family, and anybody else who stumbles upon this video on YouTube here. I thought I would make a video after I'm in Korea. I've been here for about a week and a half, and I've had the best time. It's been a great first week, and so I thought I would make a video to follow up on some of the original questions that I had in the first video that I made a couple weeks ago when I was packing up my office and getting ready to leave New York. I made a video about some of the questions I had as I was getting ready to come over here. And so now that I've had a little time to get used to the neighborhood, Mapogu, where I live, and gotten to know some of the other apartment people just around in my apartment and also just kind of around, and I'm slowly getting a little more acclimated, I thought I'd go back and answer some of those questions as a follow-up. So I think, for starters, the first question that I had was I was wondering, what was it? It was well, the first question was, what is my apartment going to be like? And I kind of answered that in a little video I made when I was touring my apartment. But suffice to say, the apartment has been great. I've enjoyed the space so far. It's been very roomy. What I'm used to coming from New York City, it's been really nice. I think from what I gather, talking to other Koreans, I think in Korea it's a little different than in the United States. In Korea it's still not really that common to live alone in an apartment, or rather with roommates. It's most people either live alone in an apartment or they still live with their family even after they graduate from college and even maybe graduate school. They go back to their home and live with their family, and in some cases their extended family. Or they live alone. Roommates really, I think it might be changing a little bit, but for the most part, roommates really isn't as common over here as it is in the United States, and so it's been nice. I've had my own place, and it's very, very roomy. Also, an interesting thing to note is that also in the United States, it's very common for maybe a man and a woman to live together in an apartment before they get married. And that's also, that's not really common over here either. I think, or at least traditionally, it hasn't been really that prevalent. I think it's changing a little bit, but traditionally, men and women don't live together until they get married here. But anyway, so I've got my own space. I'm going to take you on a tour of the one thing that was a little surprising to me at first. Take the camera here. We're going to walk through my room here. Come around here. So here is, this is my bathroom, and as I go in here you can see, I'll turn the camera here. So what you can see is we are looking at my bathroom, and I don't know if you noticed it, but this right here is the shower. This is the shower head. So I'm standing in the bathroom, in the shower, and it is also the same space where the toilet and the sink are. I thought that this room over here might be a shower, but it's not. It's a closet. So what that means is that you shower in the same space where you use the toilet and use the sink, and that it was something that I had never really encountered before. But it's pretty common here in Korea, and I actually know it's also it's fairly common over in Japan too. So it was a little, I mean, I just wasn't used to it. The downside, I guess, is that all of your stuff right here, so you can see like on the counter, all of this stuff gets completely soaked whenever you take a shower. And if you have a towel in your bathroom here, it also gets completely soaked. Everything gets wet. But I guess the advantage of it is that everything gets really clean too. Essentially your toilet and your counter get a good wash, a good clean every time you take a shower. So anyway, that was the shower situation. Go back here into my room, and I'm trying to think of maybe what the second question was. I think The second question was, oh, what's the language barrier going to be like, and how challenging is it going to be navigating my way just with English and limited Korean? And I gotta say, it hasn't been bad. It's I think, you know, just even being able to say a few little phrases, like knowing how to order something, and knowing how to say hello and thank you. I mean, that stuff goes a long way, and it's also kind of been very enlightening how far you can get just by kind of, you know, miming, pantomiming or whatever, if you know what you want. And but Seoul is a very international city, and so I think you know, there's plenty of people here have at least know a little bit of English, and also all of the signs have been, or most of the signs have been in English, especially in the subways or in very big restaurants. A lot of times the menu has also had some English on it. So so the language barrier really hasn't been difficult. Aside, you know, there's been the normal frustrations here and there, or I should say the normal, just kind of the normal challenges that you would expect for going to a foreign country. But really, no complaints about that. It's been very smooth. And the third question, the final question I had was, what was going to be the thing that I missed the most about the United States? And I have to say, there hasn't been anything that I've been surprisingly, you know, really wanting. I of course miss, you know, my family, my friends, but in terms of items, I've been able to find pretty much everything I would need here. I kind of miss, I do kind of miss having my guitar. I was wondering if I should, before I came here, I was wondering if I should bite the bullet and pay for shipping it over here, and I kind of wish I would have done that, although these apartment walls here are, well, that's stone, but the apartment walls in the back there are very thin, so maybe my neighbors are probably pleased I didn't bring my guitar. I do miss a New York bagel. Coming from New York, I'm used to having a bagel, you know, a couple times a week, just with some cream cheese and some lox, and can't find those here, unfortunately. But other than that, really, it's been great. I've enjoyed it. I've eaten a lot of good food, and I'm gonna continue making these videos. I think maybe I'll take this camera out and about a little bit more on kind of some adventures around Seoul. I think maybe it might be kind of a little boring just looking at me sitting here in my apartment. So I'll see if I can take the camera the next time I go out and kind of document some of this stuff, and maybe see a little more of the streets of Seoul. So, but anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.